Hi, welcome back to my channel, Storytime with Ghost. I am your host, Ghost. Now, today's show is going to be Storytime with Ghost Daily Top 5. So we're going to be covering today's top 5 entertainment stories that I pick out, that I find interesting. And I will read the article and make some comments as we go along. Our first story is coming from Variety. This one is headline: House of the Dragon Series 3 finale hits 21 million viewers in 3 days. House of the Dragon concluded its third season on HBO on Sunday night, with the finale reaching 21 million viewers in its first 3 days of availability. More than 11 million of those viewers were in the US. That total comes from a combination of Nielsen's measurement of linear viewers on the HBO cable channel, plus Warner Brothers Discovery's own tally of streams on HBO Max. It represents a mostly steady trajectory for the season, with a slight decrease of 2% from the season 3 premiere's 21.5 million viewers. WBD did not disclose viewership totals for episode 2 through 7, nor did it provide a 3-day total for the season 2 finale in 2024. Though it should be noted that the season 3 premiere nearly matched the season 2 premiere's audience, with a decrease of 2%. Overall, the season of the Game of Thrones sequel series is averaging 34 million viewers per episode thus far, nearly matching season 2's 35 million viewer average. According to HBO, this puts it among HBO Max's top 3 most watched returning seasons ever. Our next story comes also from Variety. Pixar, and this one reads: Pixar sets original film Ghost market for spring 2028. So D23 is happening right now, and that is where Disney is presenting all its new shows, movies, its upcoming slate. Article is showcasing one of the new original films that Disney is coming out with, or should I say Pixar. Okay, let's continue. Pixar has lined up its next original movie, and it's harkening back to the supernatural. The studio has lined up Ghost Street, a film inspired by Asian myths of stores where the living and dead interact, for a spring 2028 release. Pixar Chief Content Officer Pete Docter revealed during D23 Disney's fan convention. Kyle is a fast-talking teenager and content creator from Chicago, Docter said. His life gets turned upside down when his mom forces him to go on vacation to Hawaii. He stumbles into a mysterious hidden market in the middle of nowhere. He realizes his hunt for a late-night snack has turned into something bigger. He discovered the crossroads of the living and the dead. News of the project first emerged in March in a Wall Street Journal look at the studio that said it would be directed by Trevor Jimenez, a Pixar veteran and the director of the 2017 Oscar-nominated short film Weekends. He also worked as a story supervisor on the 2020 release Soul, and co-directed an episode of the Disney Plus Pixar series Win or Lose. With 2028's release of The Incredibles 3, well, hello. Oh No, Ghost Street continues Pixar's recent streak of multiple films in a calendar year, following this year's dual releases of Hoppers and Toy Story 5, 2022's Turning Red and Lightyear, and 2020's Onward and Soul, among others. The film was initially planned as a streaming series before the animation studio elevated it to a feature film, according to the Wall Street Journal. Similar to Walt Disney Animation's pivot for Moana 2, that film grossed $1.1 billion in 2024. The studio's recent releases include Toy Story 5 and Inside and Out 2, which both grossed over $1 billion worldwide. While their original slate has included Hoppers, Elio, and Elemental, Gato is the studio's next original film, set for a March 5 release. And Pixar released a short teaser featuring Kyle on X, and here's the picture. I'm not digging the animation style, but whatever, it's Pixar. Okay, our next story is also coming from the D23 event, and this story is coming from Variety. It reads: Incredibles 3 drops first look concept art ahead of 2028 release date. And here it is. It's the concept art. It's the same. Get ready, darlings. Pixar has released the first look at Incredibles 3 ahead of its 2028 theatrical release. Incredibles 3 sees the return of Pixar's famous superpowered family made of Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, of Violet Dash, and Jack Jack. Writer Brad Bird confirmed there will not be a time jump in the third movie, keeping the Parr kids Violet, Dash, and Jack Jack at their original ages. The first concept art for the film was revealed during the Disney Entertainment Showcase presentation at the D23 fan event Friday, along with some new plot details. In the third Incredibles movie, Violet, Dash, and Jack Jack will move into the leading roles and will be sneaking out of the house at night to protect the city and hiding it from their parents. Incredibles 3 will follow the aftermath of superheroes regaining legal status, which happened at the end of the second movie. In 2018's Incredibles 2, the Parrs battled the villainous underminer John Ratzenberger. After a failed mission, they are forced back into hiding, but the superhero family eventually regains public sympathy for superheroes after defending the evil screenslaver, voiced by Catherine Keener. Craig T. Nelson returns for Incredibles 3 as Bob Parr, Mr. Incredible with Holly Hunter as Helen Parr, Elastigirl. Also returning are Sarah Vowell. Also returning are Sarah Vowell. Also returning are Sarah Vowell. Also returning are Sarah Vowell as Violet and Samuel L. Jackson as Lucius Best. Frozone. Huck Milner will reprise his role from Incredibles 2 as Dash. The Incredibles was released back in 2004. The sequel, Incredibles 2, came in 2018 and held the distinction as Pixar's highest grossing film ever until 2024's Inside Out 2. The third installation was initially announced at Disney's D23. Even in August 2024, I think that's supposed to say event. The third installation was initially announced at Disney D23 event in August 2024, with the release date confirmed in March 2026. All three Incredibles films are written by Bird. Peter Sohn, The Good Dinosaur Elemental, takes over as director of Incredibles 3. From Bird, who helmed the first two films, Bird is set to direct his long-awaited project Raygon, set for release December 18th, 2026. Incredibles 3 hits theaters June 16 and 2028. See the first look at Incredibles 3 in the concept art image below. And there you go. And our last story will come from Deadline. This one reads, leaked footage of Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse has made its way online, and co-writer Chris Miller is putting them on blast. Not a fan of unfinished, not fully rendered footage, Miller posted on X, the microblogging platform formerly known as Twitter. Sony Pictures and Marvel have not made a statement regarding the leak, but Deadline has reached out for comment. Earlier this year, Paramount faced a similar situation when a full version of The Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender, leaked online by a fan. The fan was seemingly frustrated by Paramount's decision not to release the film in theaters and opting for a streaming release. The Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender, was originally slated to premiere in theaters on October 10th, 2025, but it was later pushed back to January 30th, 2026. In December 2025, Deadline reported that the film, greenlit by the previous Paramount Animation Administration, would not get a theatrical release after all. Instead, the film would stream on Paramount Plus on October 9th, 2026. Following the leak, animator Julia Scholl, who worked on the film, took to X to express her thoughts, saying, "We worked on the Aang movie for years with the expectation that we'd get to celebrate all of our hard work in theaters, just to see people unceremoniously leak the film and pass our shots around on Twitter like candy." Paramount investigated the leak and arrested an individual in Singapore who gained legal access to the film And if found guilty, the suspect could face up to 7 years in prison or a fine up to $50 or a fine up to $50,000 or both. Okay, well, that was episode 2 of our daily top 5 show. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys again next time. Bye-bye.